There's a lot you can do with a bale of hay. But as a farmer, you've got some pretty important customers out there to look after. So you don't want to trust your mowing and baling to just anyone. That's why Case IH offers a line of top-quality mower conditioners and round balers that are hard to beat. They handle the material gently to lay the fluffiest windrows and produce super-quality bales. The first important step in producing quality bales is cutting the swath. The Case IH line of mower conditioners have the features that it takes to make top-quality hay, like clean cutting, gentle conditioning, and proper placement of the crop. This means thorough crushing and gentle crimping, minimizing loss of leaves. Most importantly, Case IH mower conditioners promote fast drying in virtually any crop condition, in some cases a half day faster than other mower conditioners. Case IH offers 3 mower conditioners. The side pull 1190, available in 7 or 9 foot cutting widths. The center pivot 1490 that cuts a 12-foot swath. And the 1590 that cuts a 14-foot swath. This lineup offers unique advantages over the competition in the gathering, conditioning, and curing of the crop. It starts with the cutter bar. Because it is a structural part of the header frame, it is able to withstand hard impacts. There's a compartment for storing a spare sickle bar. Sickle bars can easily be put on or taken off in minutes. No need for sickle alignments either. After the crop has been cut, the reel sweeps it into the conditioning rolls. These rolls are of unique construction that crush and crimp the crop in a way that permits fast and uniform drying. They are precision machined in a spiral design, not merely molded as most others are. First, durable cord-reinforced rubber discs are placed on a steel core and tightly compressed to form a roll of superior strength, stability, and wear resistance. Then they're machined to close tolerances and dynamically balanced to give top conditioning performance and smooth operation. The rubber, being reinforced with cord plies, is why the rolls don't chunk out or lose their edges as molded rolls do. The interlocking spiral lug design gently crimps the crop stems evenly over the width of the roll. This produces a fluffy, uniform windrow with plenty of air circulation for drying, even with heavy or stemmy crops. A universal problem among all types of mower conditioners is when wet crop bunches up in the conditioning rolls and creates a slug. With a competitive machine, the operator would have to stop, get off the tractor, and use a hand crank or wrenches to loosen the top roll to free the slug, not with the Case IH machine. When a crop overload plugs the machine, you simply stop, raise the header, which automatically opens the rolls, and power the slug on through. This saves a lot of precious field time, especially if you're racing the weather. It's quick and easy to raise the header and let the machine do the work. None of the competition offers this much convenience. The width of cut of the 1490 and 1590 is wider than the width of the conditioning rolls. A gathering auger is used to bring the material in from the sides. An exclusive overshot auger design makes it distinctive from the competition. The auger's size and position floats material over the top, keeping it light, fluffy, and bunch-free. The others force-feed the material under the auger, bunching it and compressing it in the process, causing friction and scrubbing, and losing leaves as it is forced through. This also wastes horsepower and fuel. With the 1490 and 1590's overshot auger, the material travels over the top, letting it float free. The rolls can take it away without any dragging, no matter what the quantity. The main frame of the mower conditioners is built over the header instead of under or behind it. This gives you a 3-point suspension system that lets it float up and down independently. It's balanced so well that you can float it with your hands. This gives you exceptionally uniform control of cutting height and extremely quick response to uneven ground. The header remains parallel to the ground, giving a lot less scalping and fewer ragged or uneven spots. If you have hillsides or terraces to cut, you can get a lateral flotation lockout that prevents uneven cutting. On the center pivot 14 and 1590s, you can lock the tongue in the middle position for safe transport. The machine trails directly behind your tractor with half its width on each side, making it easy to control out on the road. When mowing, the more flexibility you have in meeting crop conditions, weather conditions, and such, the quicker you will be able to get your crop out of the field. That's why Case IH has developed an easy-to-adjust crop deflector on all models. That makes changing windrow settings to meet crop conditions a snap. So if you want to change from a wide swath to a high narrow windrow or any setting in between, you can do it with no fuss or wrenches. The Case IH mower conditioners are the only ones that offer the unique design and construction advantages of their conditioning rolls, the time and trouble-saving roll separation feature that powers slugs through, and the gentle action of the overshot gathering auger on the 1490 and 1590 that gently conveys the crop into the conditioning rolls. In addition, they are flexible and adaptable to meet varying conditions. In short, Case IH mower conditioners do the best job of preparing your crop for the next stage, baling. With Case IH round balers, baling can be done by one man rather than by a whole crew. You can bale as soon as the hay is ready without having to wait around for help. These balers are of a fixed bale chamber design. This is the simplest, most efficient, trouble-free bale forming concept. The fixed chamber means that the forming rolls do not flex to adjust the compression on the hay as it enters the chamber. The bale forming components operate in a fixed position through the entire bale forming cycle. As the crop is fed directly into the chamber, the bottom belts move the material rearward where contact with the rear forming belts lift and tumble the material to the center of the chamber to start the rolling process. From the core on out, the bale becomes more and more dense as it grows larger and compresses tighter and tighter against the rolls. Since it compresses from the outside in, the outer shell is very densely compacted, enabling it to hold its shape. When the forming is finished, the bale is tied and ejected. The resulting bale has an extremely hard, well-formed, weather-resistant outer shell protecting a less dense, breathable center, allowing air to circulate through the bale so it will cure without spoilage. The simple uncluttered design of the fixed bale chamber means fewer moving parts and adjustments and less servicing. Another nice benefit of the Case IH design is that the crop enters the bale chamber directly. The fixed chamber design eliminates the need for any kind of feed or starter rolls. This creates an open throat that allows these balers to tackle the heaviest windrows at maximum speeds even when starting the bale. This extra wide pickup makes things easier too, if your windrows stray a bit or are a little on the irregular side. This wide pickup gives you plenty of leeway to get that strayed crop into the chamber. With a variable chamber round baler, the operator must gather crop from the windrow while traveling in a constant zigzag pattern. Not so with the Case IH balers. With these balers, the crop is spread evenly across the full width of the fixed chamber, eliminating the need for the operator to weave on startup. 2 gauge wheels are standard equipment on the Case IH baler, making a clean sweep of even the heaviest windrows, leaving virtually no loose material behind on the ground. A unique time and crop saver that the 3650 and 3640 offer is the trip gate. Now with some balers, after dumping a bale, the operator has to back up to catch all of the windrow. Not with these balers. After dumping, the operator can immediately begin baling again, even while the tailgate is up. A trip gate rises into the bale chamber to catch and hold the crop that has accumulated in the throat during the bale ejection cycle. This trip gate stays in position until the tailgate closes. At that time, the trip gate lowers from the chamber while the operator continues down the windrow. Most round baler owners have experienced the frustration of having to re-splice forming belts. This is not necessary with Case IH round balers. The 4-ply seamless belts last 40 times longer than conventional spliced belts. They are a full 11 inches wide, and that's important in retaining valuable protein-containing leaves. There are 4 different models of round balers in the Case IH product line. The new 3440 and 3640 produce 4-foot wide bales. Transporting 2 of these bales side by side is well within most legal roading limits. The 3450 and the 3650 produce big 5-foot wide bales. When the bale is formed and it's ready to be tied, an alarm mounted on the tractor alerts the operator. He simply stops the tractor, throws a switch, and the baler's double twine tying system goes to work. This double twine arrangement reduces tying time by 40% over conventional single-strand tying systems. Owners of the 3450 baler have the option of slicing their bales for easier transport and storage and for more convenient feeding. The optional bale slicer hydraulically slices bales while the bale turns in the chamber. You can slice a bale all the way through or score it so that it easily breaks in half when you're ready to feed it or use it for bedding. The half-width bales are not only easy to load, you can put them 3 wide on most trucks and trailers, but they're easy to handle and feed too. If it's a round baler you want, one of these Case IH machines is your best bet by far. You get superior pickup and feeding with minimal leaf loss. You get a fixed bale chamber, a simple, uncluttered design that's trouble-free with low maintenance, with 11-inch wide 4-ply forming belts that will last 40 times longer than spliced belts of comparable construction. You get a bale that's compressed from the outside in, with an extra hard weather-resistant outer shell protecting a breathable center for optimal curing. These Case IH machines will help you get more out of your field. And that's good news for you and your customers.